Good morning, hello, I'm Daniel, this is the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Yes, I'm going uphill so my glasses are steaming up. I've just removed those, bear with me a sec. Today is Monday the 30th of December at the time of recording, but I think this is going to go out New Year's Day, so tell me, what is your New Year's resolution? What are you working on? Is it something you worked on before? Is it something new? For me, all I'm doing is just want to get in the shape of my life, lose 20 kilos, add 50 watts to my threshold, I don't know, become a lot better runner than I am now. Just, you know, achievable things, you know. No, I'm gonna do what I can. So today, I'm out for a 3 to 4 hour ride-ish with my mate Ben. We're gonna go out into Nottinghamshire, which is a bit weird for us. We normally always head out Derbyshire way, but it's a bit flatter Nottinghamshire way. Ben's a lot lighter than I am. That just means that we can ride together a bit easier. He's not having to wait for me on the hills, basically. And we're gonna have a cup of tea stop halfway around, so he says. So let's go meet him and get cracking. Morning, Ben. I nearly went for a ride with just some random guy.
Just saw him going ahead of me, but yeah. That doesn't look like
I
that.
said, morning mate, I thought, you got the first time I looked at, I thought, you got a new bike? Thinking, oh, that's not him, that's not that guy. This is the guy we're riding with. Oh, it's a bit busy here. Working Ben hard already, he's got sweat on. I was going to ask you Ben about your wind wing, but you've not got it on.
No.
You normally have it on.
I saw the sun out, I thought I'd take it off, you see.
You thought, Daniel's going to sit behind me for 3 hours, he can eat rubbish. That's what you thought. In fact, it doesn't really stop stuff going backwards, does it? It just selfishly protects your own back. I bought Liz one for a gravel bike because it's not big enough clearance to get proper mud guards in. Oh, yeah. And I think most of it just comes from the back, doesn't it, really?
Yeah. It's really, I'm really impressed with this.
Yeah. Well, they do, some people commented saying they're good, actually. They did a gravel one. I bought the gravel one. It looks exactly the same as the road one. Yeah, and it was the same price, surprisingly.
Just a bit faster, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Very on brand for me. And at that point, for some reason, my GoPro battery went completely flat. I think it's an old battery and it doesn't cope well in the cold weather. But I had a real good ride. I'll leave the stats on screen now. So I did just over 4 hours, normalised 224 watts, average 181. There weren't really any big surges. I lifted it a little bit on climbs, but no like big effort. So it was a really good like controlled ride. The cafe we planned to stop at wasn't open. We rolled around a bit further, ended up stopping at a pub, which is the Dog and Duck in near Edwinstowe, if anybody knows it. And they let us in about 20 minutes before they opened and sorted us out with a coffee and a Coke and a packet of crisps. So thank you very much to them. It was a real nice stop. We then, got it done, block headwind on the way back, but Ben and I just sharing the work, and it was honestly so good to get out with somebody. I don't take it for granted at all that like going out for rides with somebody, like I'm in a luxurious position where most of the time I've got either somebody to meet or somebody to ride with, and I really strongly rely on that. I do struggle when I go out on my own and having the motivation to get a long ride done, especially in bad weather. So very grateful for Ben giving up 4 hours of his day today, and I return the favour by chewing his ear off for several hours, but there you go. I did just want to talk a bit about as well, like training on the road in the winter. I've had a comment on my Strava today, and somebody obviously didn't mean it badly, but said, good ride, better than the other day when you only did an hour. Just pick the pace up a bit and you'll be like flying. I actually couldn't care less about the pace when I'm training now. It's the least relevant metric to getting into good shape. If anything, it's harmful because it's going to make you ride harder. So I averaged today, what was average speed? I feel like it was less than, was it less than 15 miles? I can't even see. Average speed, 14.8 miles an hour. I mean, we did do 3,800 feet of climbing, and obviously it was windy, but that's not super fast, I know, when you compare it to racing speeds, but that's the thing, you're not racing. All I'm looking at is, if I've not even got my heart rate on screen anymore, I'm just riding in a aerobic power zone, not killing myself, just want to get a good training time in. If I was looking at speed, of course I'd be thinking, oh my god, I'm going so slow. Now, there is a place for speed-based sessions, particularly for like training for road racing and crit racing and so on, because that's the only thing that matters, and time trialing as well, like, riding a hilly loop and being able to keep the speed up on the climbs and, ride fast on corners and descents and on flat sections and so on. That is a thing, and it is worth training it. But whilst we're in the winter and the roads are so rubbish, and I'm just physiologically training myself. I'm not training like even position on the bike or cadence or anything like that. That will come, and that is important. But right now, just putting the hours in, putting the training in, and then the other stuff will come in like in spring when I start doing more chain gangs or reliability rides or crit races, you know, all those riding skills. And I know I'm training for triathlon, but like those riding skills are still important. I do think, and it's really hard to measure, but I do think, especially on a time trial bike, I find that I do ride above average, not like amazing. There's always people that outhandle me and so on, but I feel like when I know a course and when I, you know, apply myself to the strategy for it, I feel like I ride it well. And I've definitely ridden bike courses where I've done the same power as other people and ridden faster. And I know aero is a thing as well, but generally a lot of people are more aero than me because I'm 6'2", I'm a bigger guy. So I do find that I ride courses pretty well when you look at specific segments as well. So that comes from riding in groups and riding with people and thinking about speed. I used to do a session when I lived at my mum's house. I'd about a 12-mile loop, and I would do it. This is when Monday Night Zone 2 started for me. I'd do a Monday night session where I'd go out and just ride zone 2 for an hour and a half, depending on how many laps I wanted to do. And I'd limit myself to zone 2 by trying to ride the lap as fast as I could in zone 2, because it really made me focus on cornering and like I gave myself the sort of 40 or 50 watt window of zone 2. So I was like, right, on this little lump here, I'm going to surge up to 250 or whatever, and then on the descent I'm going to drop down to 200 because I still wanted to use it as like a recovery session. I couldn't just go around at top end zone 2 the whole way, and that I found really helped me out learn how to ride faster, because I can look at those lap times and look at the segments and how I'm performing on that speed wise, and if I carry 2 miles an hour less into this corner, it takes me ages to get that back afterwards because I can't spike the power to get back there. And I find that that's similar to how you ride in a triathlon. In an outright time trial, of course, you're spiking everywhere, but in a triathlon, you're looking after yourself a bit more. So yeah, that's my thoughts on training and speed over the winter months. And when you've got mud guards on and whatever, I don't want to ride fast and I can't. Anyway, that is a good day's training for me. It is now 3 o'clock. What am I going to do? The pool closes in an hour, so I'm not going today. The next couple of days are really bad weather, so I'm going to go swimming tomorrow after a short indoor ride. And I need to get back on top of life because I'm back at work in a couple of days, so I need to just get some video stuff done. I need to get some tidying up done, all the stuff that you sort of leave during the Christmas period, and spend some time with Liz as well. So look forward to doing that over the next couple of days. Hope you have had a good Christmas and New Year, I think, by the time this goes out. And I will see you in tomorrow's video at 1 o'clock, in which I'm going to be doing some stuff. See you then.